When I was selling for somebody else, I was working in another business, selling the services of trainers who worked for me. It was so easy. When I went from taking clients who came to me easily and filled the limited slots I had to selling my products, my services, 100% of my income coming from that, it changed everything. In fact, it rattled me a little, maybe a lot. You falter, you shrink temporarily, or at least I did. And then you either pick up your big girl self and you get on with it, or you go find another job working for somebody else for less than you want, for hours you don't like, and you give up freedom and potential to make whatever you want. I'm Deborah Atkinson. You're listening to Fitness Marketing Mastery. It is the place to learn marketing and sales strategies that are easy, enjoyable, even fun, that are anything but sleazy, salesy, and pushy so that you can create a fitness business and a life that you love. Free of having to be there 9 to 5, or isn't it more like 5 a.m. to 9 a.m.? And then again, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., and do it with the integrity that you want. In this episode, we're talking about female fitness business owners, whether you're a trainer, you're a coach, and even those of you who may be working for somebody else. I've always thought that the trainers who take ownership of their own work, the clients that they work with, do best. And you too can do that. So, we're about to dive in, but I want to let you know this episode is brought to you by the Flipping 50 Fitness Specialist. So, if you're looking for, not only are you a female fitness business owner, potentially in the middle of your midlife, but you're working, most likely attracting a lot of women in midlife, and you're not sure, how do I work around hormone balancing exercise prescription? There are a lot of questions that come to mind for women in midlife, and the signs and the symptoms that she's in midlife and she's in perimenopause or menopause, if read correctly, also tell you, trainer, how you structure the type and the timing of exercise that will get her better results. And if you're ignoring them or just taking them for face value and signs she's in menopause, if you go about trying to help her lose weight, get more energy, lose that belly fat in the wrong way, you will make her worse. So I'm going to put the link to the Flipping 50 Fitness Specialist. We've been promoting it and supporting beyond our beta group for about 2.5 years now. And I'm proud to say we have so many Flipping 50 fitness specialists now serving women in midlife on, more so than off these days, but online and offline. So no matter how you do business, and whether you're a coach, literally, or you're actually a trainer prescribing the exercise, you will be of greater support to her and you will be an expert in your niche. Let's dive in. If you're a female fitness business owner, even you, solo personal trainer or coach, I would include that one working for another business, this is for you because 2020 rocked all our worlds. Nowhere as great as fitness face to face in restaurants and hotels and airlines. You may have realized that you had put all your eggs in one basket. Attracting customers was easy because, in fact, you didn't have to. Someone else fed them to you. If you established a reputation of helping your clients get results, then maybe you initiated some of that attraction to you. They requested you when they came into the gym or the fitness center. But when that model got taken away, and even now, still, when a very high percentage of customers are not looking to return to a gym anytime soon, you realized, uh-oh, this episode is both a little tough love and a little how to take back power that was yours to have all along. You have the most power if you can sell. There are superficial titles that may make some of your fitness icons, the ones you look up to and aspire to, successful. But here's a news flash. If someone has more than two or three titles, they don't have more revenue. And they definitely don't have more time and freedom. So, really define what is success for you. So know what you want. The limelight is okay if that is what you want. Just realize that it may be a swap, a sacrifice for the finances and the freedom of time and energy to live your days in charge of your own schedule. A lot of presenters wear a lot of hats and they don't necessarily have any more money and power in the way they live their lives every day than you. Female fitness business owners excel at sales. What? All right, you can. When you feel like you can't sell or you can't promote your own services or your products, you have a belief problem in either your services or in yourself. You've got two choices. One, improve your product or your service, or get support to build your confidence. And both may be met be necessary, but I want to tell you this. It is probably not, oh, I need another certification. Oh, I need to take another course. That collector's kind of fee is just putting obstacles in the way so you have excuses not to do the thing you really need to do, which is get better at marketing and sales. You're still going to need to be in front of a camera, in front of a video camera. You still need to be able to talk confidently about your program. Everyone sells. Everyone. Some do it easily because they truly believe what they sell helps people. When I was selling for somebody else, just to recap, selling the services of trainers who worked for me, it was so easy. And when I went from taking clients who came easily to me and filled the very limited spots, I could only train as a personal training director and manager. I could only train about 5 clients really per week. I had I went from that, they were giving to me to selling my products and services for 100% of my income. It changed everything. Yeah, it rattled me quite a bit. You falter, you shrink temporarily, thinking, well, what's everybody going to think? Or at least I did. And then you either pick up your big girl self and get on with it, or you go find a job working for somebody else. So you have a regular paycheck again, but you're doing it for less than you want, for hours you don't like, and you give up freedom and potential to make whatever you want. When you work for yourself as a female fitness business owner, you have the power to create money today where there was none yesterday. You can decide to create a package and sell it 5 minutes later. There's nothing in the world as powerful as that. So, how do you get there? Flex your muscles. Start doing live social media. You can start with recorded sessions, but once you do them and realize video is king and queen and prince and princess of social, you're going to want to do lives. But how, do you ask? How? What are you going to say? Listen, I'm going to link to a very recent, just before this, in fact, live social media episode where I shared how do you do it? How do you get started? How do you structure it so that, and I don't mean how you do it. You can go to Facebook and click live and do one right now. I mean, how do you make yourself do it? You're up on the high diving board. How do you jump, not climb back down the ladder? Let me tell you one way. Most women do really well with sales when they start storytelling and teaching. It gives you purpose. It distracts you from the fact that you're nervous when you're sharing information in a way that somebody can understand it. There is a difference, however, in teaching and preaching versus raising and praising. You're going to want to write that down. Do you teach and preach, or do you raise and praise? So you'll see social media, you'll see timelines of other fitness pros, and some of them you will never like and never want to share. And I mean, not just enjoy, I mean, like, comment, that kind of thing, because they're almost embarrassing to you. They're almost condescending to you. You have to teach in a way that's not condescending to your fans and followers. Here's what I mean. So listen carefully. I'm going to give you three examples. I want to see if you hear the change between the first way I've said something and the second way I say it. So here's the first example. Don't tell somebody that they need discipline. Ask them if they're committed. Rather than tell somebody they need to ditch dieting, ask them if they're ready for a more reasonable, more realistic way. And then don't tell somebody that they owe it to their family to be at their best. Ask them who else will benefit if they're at their best, or who else suffers if they're not at their best. Did you hear the change in the difference? So it's getting to the message that you want them to get without slapping them in the face, right? It's letting them get there, come to their own conclusions, answer their questions without you doing it for them. I will also sometimes throw in something like, in parentheses, said with love, said with respect, gentle nudge, those kinds of things can soften the blow when you're saying something that could be harsh, but you know that they need to hear. So you're not going to apologize for it, but you know how it might land. So you're letting them know, hey, heads up. I know how that might feel, right? My bet is that when you aren't selling with confidence, when you find I don't want to turn on live, I don't know what I'm going to say. It's not that you don't believe in what you're doing. It's not that you don't even believe in yourself or your ability to help someone. More often, it's that the way you're trying to do it backfires on your ability to feel integral about it. Feel authentic and full of integrity in promoting it the way that you are. It feels wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. My guess is that you're teaching and preaching. You're doing more of that, telling somebody that they need discipline. You're telling them they ditch dieting and that's what they should do, instead of allowing them to get there themselves by asking the right kinds of questions. Am I right? I would love to hear your comment on this. And below the show notes, or a rating and a comment on iTunes, if you're on an iPhone, that's how you have to do it these days, would be oh so, I would be grateful. Those little things help me spread the word so we keep some of the best fitness professionals in the business with the heart and the head, meaning the heart centered kind of business and the head, the knowledge and the skills that you've got. We need to keep you and me in the business, because otherwise we're just filled with a whole lot of marketers who convince our customers that all we are is marketing. Okay, you are a badass female business marketer waiting to happen. I repeat, you're a badass female fitness business marketer. Look at the scripts or the bullet points that you prepare for yourself before you do lives or before you do a recording, a video of any kind. Rewrite them in a way that you feel like you're supporting, you're backing up a customer who's been frustrated and shamed by programs and trainers in the past. Review the content in the show notes here. Those examples that I gave you may help you as you're looking at your own content, listening to things that you've said before. Find places where, ouch, that does sting a little bit if I'm a woman who needs support, or insert not necessarily a woman, but your ideal customer, if it happens not to be a woman, if something you say could sting and doesn't come with something that softens the blow, you want to rethink that. Take that content again and repurpose it, restructure it so it feels like you just supported them. You got on the same side as them and you're helping together fight a common enemy. That changes your marketing strategy and makes it feel easier, better, enjoyable. There you have it. The show notes will be at fitnessmarketingmastery.com/female fitness business owner. And I will see you on the flip side, my confident friend.